Good morning, dear students. In our last class, we had discussed how to write a chemical equation, how to balance it, and why is it necessary to balance a chemical equation. I hope all of you have understood. And today, we are going to learn about different types of chemical reactions. Basically, there are 5 types of chemical reactions that are given in your textbook. First one is combination reaction, second decomposition reaction, third displacement reaction, fourth double displacement reaction, and number 5th oxidation and reduction reaction. And now we are going to discuss each one of them in details. First of all, coming to the first type of chemical reaction, that is combination reaction. What is combination reaction? A reaction in which a single product is formed from 2 or more reactants is known as combination reaction. Here I am giving you 3 examples. In the first example, you see there are 2 reactants, calcium oxide and water. They combine and form only one product, calcium hydroxide. In this reaction, heat is also evolved, and such types of reactions where heat is evolved or heat is released are called exothermic reactions. Second example is burning of coal. As you know that coal is a form of carbon. So when carbon reacts with oxygen, then only one product, carbon dioxide, is formed. And example 3, formation of water from hydrogen and oxygen. Also here you see there are 2 reactants, hydrogen and oxygen, and they combine to form only one product, water. So such types of reactions where 2 or more reactants combine to form only one single product are called combination reaction. Then second type of reaction is decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction is the opposite of combination reaction, because in combination reaction we have learned that 2 or more reactants combine to form only one single product. But in decomposition reaction, a reactant decomposes or breaks down to give 2 or more products. So 2 examples are given here. First one is decomposition of calcium carbonate to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide on heating. When we apply heat on calcium carbonate, then we will get 2 products, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. And second example is burning of ferrous sulfate crystals. When we apply heat on ferrous sulfate crystals, then we will get 3 products, ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. So such types of reactions are called decomposition reactions. And one important thing is that in both these 2 reactions, you have seen that heat is applied or heat is used. So such reactions where heat is applied or heat is used are called endothermic reactions. Next, third type of reaction is displacement reaction. So in displacement reaction, a more reactive element displaces a less reactive element from its compound. Some examples are given here. In the first example you see iron reacts with copper sulfate to form iron sulfate and copper. In this case, iron is more reactive than copper. So according to the definition, iron can displace copper from its solution. Similarly, in the second example, zinc is more reactive than copper. So when zinc reacts with copper sulfate, it can displace copper from copper sulfate solution to form zinc sulfate solution and copper. And in the third example, also lead is more reactive than copper. So when lead reacts with copper chloride, then it can displace this copper from its compound to form lead chloride solution and copper. Fourth number of chemical reaction is double displacement reaction. So in double displacement reaction, exchange of ions take place between the reactants. There are two examples that I am giving. One is reaction between sodium sulfate and barium chloride to form barium sulfate and sodium chloride. Here you see, before the reaction, sodium ion was combined with sulfate ion and barium ion was combined with chloride ion. But after this reaction, barium ion is now combined with sulfate ion and sodium ion, which was earlier combined with sulfate ion, now combined with chloride ion. Similarly, in the second example, before the reaction, sodium was combined with chloride ion and silver was combined with nitrate ion. But after reaction, this sodium ion is now combined with nitrate ion and this silver ion is now combined with this chloride ion to form silver chloride and sodium nitrate. So such types of reactions where exchange of ions take place between the reactants are called double displacement reaction. Now, fifth type of reaction, that is oxidation and reduction reaction. So first of all, we have to know oxidation reaction. So oxidation reaction is a reaction in which a substance gains oxygen or loses hydrogen. There are two examples. In the second example, you see copper reacts with oxygen to form copper oxide. Here, copper, when reacts with oxygen, it will gain oxygen to form copper oxide. So in this case, copper, we can say that copper is oxidized to copper oxide. So such types of reactions are called oxidation reaction. Also in this example, in this equation you see, when manganese oxide reacts with hydrochloric acid, then we will get these products, manganese chloride, water and chlorine. So in this case, hydrochloric acid, after reaction, it is converted into chlorine. That means this hydrochloric acid has lost hydrogen to form chlorine. In this case, hydrogen is lost in this reaction. So such reactions where oxygen is gained or hydrogen is lost are called as oxidation reactions. And the substance which is getting oxidized, which is losing hydrogen or gaining oxygen is called oxidized. Second one is reduction reaction. It is opposite to the oxidation reaction. In reduction reaction, a substance loses oxygen or gains hydrogen. There is an example, reaction between copper oxide and hydrogen to form copper and water. In this case, when copper oxide reacts with hydrogen, this copper oxide will lose this oxygen to form copper. So here oxygen is lost. That means it is a reduction reaction, and copper oxide, we can say that copper oxide is reduced to copper. But in some cases, what happens? Both oxidation and reduction takes place. There are two examples. In the first example, you see when zinc oxide reacts with carbon, then we will get zinc and carbon monoxide. Here, zinc oxide has lost oxygen to form zinc, and carbon, after reaction with zinc oxide, it gains oxygen to form carbon monoxide. So both oxidation and reduction has taken place in this reaction. So it is a type of oxidation reduction reaction, or we can say that it is a redox reaction. In the second example, you see when methane reacts with oxygen. After reaction, this methane has lost hydrogen and carbon dioxide is formed. That means methane has lost hydrogen or it has gained oxygen, and it has gained oxygen. And in case of second reactant, that is oxygen, when it reacts with methane, after reaction it has gained hydrogen. So such types of reactions where both oxidation and reduction take place are called oxidation reduction reaction or redox reaction. So students, I hope all of you have understood about different types of chemical reactions, and if you have any doubt, you can contact me. Also, based on the topics we have discussed today, I am giving you a few questions, and you have to write the answers for the questions on your notebook. Question number 1. Why are decomposition reactions called the opposite of combination reactions? What are exothermic and endothermic reactions? Question number 3. What is the difference between displacement and double displacement reactions? Question number 4. Identify the substances that are oxidized and the substances that are reduced in the following reactions. Number 1. Reaction between sodium and oxygen to form sodium oxide, and number 2. Reaction between copper oxide and hydrogen to form copper and water. That's all for today. Thank you.